Same, there's this woman that I remember, Mama Ifoma or something. When we were growing up, her child went to the same secondary school that I went to. So one day, we're doing AI in the mailer, and this woman fainted. And they rushed her to the hospital. By the time they rushed her, they found out, before you know what's happening, one thing led to the other, and she died. And then they found out that this woman had a particular kind of cancer that had probably spread. Yes, she complains that she was feeling not well, she was not feeling fine from time to time. You know, they take one cup of agbo here, take another antibiotic here, and just thought it was okay. But then, it is also very possible that there were signs that this woman had probably been ignoring, right? Now, Nkechi, what if I tell you that you might be probably walking around with something that can be caught early? And if you catch it early, you can save a lot of problems. What if I tell you that with just one test, you can catch some of these things early? So today I will tell you what to test before it's late so that you can live well. Before we start, please subscribe, like, comment, share it to the women in your life, because some of the deadliest issues in women don't even show symptoms at the beginning. No pain, no warning, just silence. That's why you have to do what we call screening. So in this episode, I will tell you the tests to do, how they work, and how they can save your life. Let's start. Number 1, cervical cancer screening, right? And for cervical cancer screening, there are a couple of tests you can do. There's pap smear, and then there's HPV test. So if you're a woman aged 21 and older, it is time to start doing a pap smear. And they are going to use this tool here. It's called the speculum, right? But the speculum is just for them to gain access to what they now used to use and collect the smear. I know it looks something like Wi-Fi, and some of the women have been, my dear, this pap smear, this speculum that they use is actually too painful. We understand. But, you know, until more research comes out, they can probably find a more gentler way to, do it. Because this speculum is what they will use to open. I'm preparing you beforehand so that once you see it, you're not going to panic. And then they use a small brush to slightly collect cells from your cervix that they can now go and test. Now, from age 30 to age 65, you can add what you call the HPV DNA test. This one is actually checking for the virus that causes most cervical cancers. And it's not painful at all. It's not a punishment. It just takes a few minutes. As a matter of fact, you can even stop from work, go there, do the test, and go back home. It can save your life. Now, we'll say this now, that God forbid is not a medical strategy. Go and do the test. Number 2, another thing that can cause problem is sexually transmitted infections. And one of the ways you can actually use to prevent it is what we know as STI screening. If you are sexually active, as you have started to do twetwe, please, you need to get tested for sexually transmitted infections, chlamydia, gonorrhea, syphilis, HIV, hepatitis, the rest of them. You don't have to wait until you have started feeling somehow. So you say, but I trust the person that I'm living with. I know, but trust can also be earned, right? Because STI can be bad news. Silent, but still dangerous, especially the ones like hepatitis. Testing is quick. Early treatment can save you and your partner plenty wahala. And sometimes, your boo might not actually be your boo like that. So Nkechi, you cannot be knocking and say you're just doing trust. Go and check, double check the trust. Another thing that is also very important is what we know as breast cancer screening or mammogram. If you are from age 40, that you have gotten to the age that you now write 4 and 0. I'm not talking about the one where they ask you if you're 40, you say 40 is the new 30. No, you are a 40. Please start getting a mammogram every 1 to 2 years. It's basically X-ray of your breast. What they will do is they'll carry your breast, they'll put it in a machine, and then it will look inside to see if it can find some abnormalities that might tell you that there's cancer. Especially if there's family history of cancer, breast cancer in your family, you should start earlier. I know some women complain that it's very uncomfortable, but please, 20 minutes of testing at the hospital is better than 6 months of chemotherapy. Choose yours. Now, another one that people don't talk about very much is what we know as diabetes screening or blood sugar test. See, you see this device that you're looking at here? Very small device. And the matter of fact, there's even 2 types. There's one that you can just put on your skin and put on your body, and it will be monitoring your sugar continuously. Then there's this particular one where you need to prick. Bam. Once you prick, it shows you the amount of blood sugar in your system. So long as you're an adult, check your blood sugar from time to time. There's the one where you check if you are fasting. There's the one if you are checking if you are not fasting. I will show you the results here. Once you see that the levels that your machine is showing you is greater or lower than these levels that you are seeing here, it's time to talk to your doctor. There is blood pressure check. This one is the easiest. You can do it in your house, you can do it in hospital, you can do it in pharmacy, you can do it on your street. See, anywhere, no pain. All you just need to do is use the machine to check your blood pressure. And the thing about blood pressure is that blood pressure has no symptom, especially in the beginning. But it's busy damaging your heart, it's damaging your kidney, it's damaging your eye, it's damaging your brain. See, it's damaging everything, your small blood vessels. Check your blood pressure as often as you can, especially if you are in a high stressful job. Don't say I'm okay. Don't say I'll wait until I have headache before I do. Who told you that headache is the primary symptom of blood pressure? As a matter of fact, if you want to give somebody give this period, carry blood pressure machine and give it to them. Cholesterol tests. Yes, this checks the level of fat in your blood. Good cholesterol, bad cholesterol, and all the good ones in between. Yes, we know that cholesterol is important for your body to function, but there are different types, and too much bad cholesterol can go to where there's artery and block it. And once it blocks it, that blockage can cause heart attack, it can cause stroke, it can cause even leg problems. See, once you are 40 and above, sometimes even 37, depending on how, obese a person is, and you know that your diet is not the healthy kind, or you know that there's a family history of cholesterol problems, please check it out. Number 7 is the one that you know that I will always talk about. Colon cancer screening. Colon cancer screening. The doctors I've been talking to are now telling me that a lot more younger people are coming down with colon cancer. Now, we usually say colon cancer is when a person is most advanced, but usually now, no. Nigeria says you should start testing for colon cancer at the age of 30, and it's very easy. You just carry test, look inside your colon. If they see any small, see, the beautiful thing about colon cancer is if they see one small polyp, you can just collect the polyp like that, bam, and that's it. Person is free from colon cancer. But if you don't do it, you won't know. By the time you now finally go there, it has grown. It has grown to the point that it now starts spreading to other things. Something that probably one small money would have collected, you're spending, you're borrowing money, you're doing this, you're selling property just to talk about. I know nobody likes to talk about this one, but me, I will talk about it. And that's why you are probably here today listening to me. And if you have not subscribed, please do the needful. Subscribe so that by the time I release the next video, you will be there to watch it. Lung cancer screening. Whether you smoke or you not smoke, whether you used to take shisha or you're not taking shisha, if you're living with somebody that smoke or you're always around smoke, once in a while, just check, right? Because some of you say, I don't smoke, but I take shisha. That's smoking. Sometimes you just need to check your lungs. I'm telling you, check your lungs. Even if you've quit early, you still qualify. Check your lungs. But this one is not for everyone. It's usually for those with past smoking history, or they are staying with someone that smokes, blah, 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 and all that. Now, this one, we're probably going a little bit more technical, right? It's not everybody that might do this, but I'm telling you, just in case you can afford it, go and do it. It's called a bone density test, or a DEXA scan. It's checking how strong your bones are. And it's very important for preventing fractures and what you know as osteoporosis. In other words, something is just eating your bone is becoming small. And you can start checking it from age 50 or earlier. There are certain people that need to check it more. If you have small body, if you're in menopause, or if you're using steroids for a very long time. Now, and I said it before in one of my videos that one of the ways to actually prevent this is to go to the gym and carry weight. If you don't want to go to the gym, buy the weight and put it in your house. Lift something. Because that lifting something that you're doing is strengthening your muscle is putting more stress on the bones have no choice but to stay thick. Also check your skin. Some of you have listened to all these skin influencer on social media. Well, just go to a dermatologist. A dermatologist is a doctor that pays attention to the skin. You see that mole that somebody is ignoring, that might be a sign of melanoma. It could be a skin cancer. That spot that you're looking about, that this spot is having different things. Go and check it out. Anything that is looking funny, go and check it out. It's not, there's this skin influencer that say they have this material that can remove this mole. That might probably a melanoma or melasma that somebody is playing with. Check it out. Go to and look for a dermatologist and check out some of these skin issues. It's not beauty salon that will solve some of these issues. Skin doctor. And then last but not the least, check your eyes and your ears. Right? Sometimes when you say, this person is stubborn, it's probably the person is not hearing word. You're not hearing word where? See, your eyes and your ears, they're very important. And the way you see actually affects how you drive, work, basically everything you do and relate with daily. Let me even tell you, there was one time doctor tell me that there's tumor inside my brain and it was affecting my eyes, but I don't know. Yes, me that doctor, I don't know, because I just felt I'm wearing glasses and my eyes should be fine. It was when the thing now almost closed my eye like this. That's why I now go and say, hey, I need to find out what's wrong with this thing. No, don't wait until that time. Because whatever is closing the eye can be traced to something else. Sometimes the problem with the eye, sometimes the problem with the brain. Come check it out. Also check your hearing. It's not every time you say, hey, increase your voice. Off lights, make a hear what they talk. Sometimes there's something wrong with your ear. You probably use earpiece or earphone to damage the remaining hearing that is hearing. So please, some of you have used cotton board. You have chook inside your ear, chook your eardrum. It's not them, it's you. Come check your ears. Right? I hope with these few points of mine, I've been able to convince you and not convince you that these are the 11 tests that you should do. And I hope that you have been taking notes. The one that you can do today, go and do it. Some of you even need to have the habit of, when is your birthday? Instead of sending your picture to your friends to post for you on their platform, go to the hospital and do check. Give yourself as a birthday gift and say, every year I'm going to do this screening so that I know that I'm prepared for this year that I just entered. But you're focusing on the wrong things. Your priorities are not straight. They're not in the right line. Prevention is better than cure. Prevention is better than cure. I will say it again. Prevention is better than cure. If you like, hear me. If you like, don't. Right? So these screenings that I mentioned, they're there to protect you. Like I said before, just talk to your doctor about the ones you need. If I even show in this video, say, and say, which of these tests can I do? Because if you're still confused, you ask our doc. Hi, our doc. I am so years old. Which test should I do now? If you're looking for the link, I'll put it in the comment section. So, sorry, not in the comment section. I'll put it in the description of this video so that you can go to the description of this video, click the link, it will take you straight to your WhatsApp. Some of you can even book the test right there. Can come to your house. Book it. Quick. What I'm saying. You're still here watching the video instead of you to be booking the test. Or since you still want to remain, watch the next video. They even should tell you that you should like and subscribe. Because the one I said in the first time the video, you ignore it. I said in the middle, you ignore it. This one, can't check your hearing.